Big up everyone. What is happening? The Liverpool Prophet back again with another match preview. This feels strange because we've just sat through a break where I haven't done any pre-recorded content because obviously there's no matches on, so there's no need to do a match preview. Now the break is over, we can finally at long last look forward, or look to, should I say, because there's not been much to look forward to with Liverpool this season. But we can now look to Liverpool's business end of the season, the run in, because here now is where it gets interesting, the run in. We've got some difficult games coming up. I am glad that Liverpool are back playing because ultimately, even when they're crap, there's still nothing more than I still miss my team. I still miss my team. Even when we sit, I still miss my team. I can't hide it. I can't try and make out like I don't. I struggled in the international break with no football on, with no Premier League on. I did struggle. I hold my hands up and admit it there. But I'm glad it's back now. And we kick off not in the best way, going away to Manchester City tomorrow at the Etihad in the FA Cup. So we come back to an FA Cup weekend. It's not a league weekend, so it is the FA Cup weekend, Champions League midweek, then the Premier League resumes next weekend. So we take on Manchester City at a weird time, 12:45 p.m. So 12:45 in the afternoon. It's a big game. I think they'd leave it for an evening game or a Sunday game, but they didn't. Whatever is what it is. So yeah, gonna give you guys my score prediction, my thoughts and feelings on the game, and of course my predicted starting 11 as well. So before we get into it, drop a like on the video, people. Sub to the channel. You know what I'm saying. Turn notifications on as well, so you know whenever future content drops. And get down below in the comments too. Let me know your thoughts and feelings ahead of tomorrow's game. How do you think Liverpool will come back after this break? Do you think we'll be refreshed? How do you think the game will go tomorrow? And of course, let me know what you think the score will be and the outcome of the game will be as well. So having said that, people, let's waste no more time. Let's get into Manchester City versus Liverpool. Okay, so Manchester City versus Liverpool. We know this has been the biggest game in English football for the last, well, since 2018. From 2018 till now, Manchester City versus Liverpool has pretty much been the standout game because we've been going, we've been going for leagues a lot of the time, competing for leagues in title races with each other. It's just a game that you all love. You know what I'm saying? We all love, the football we used to see, Pep Guardiola style versus Jurgen Klopp style, Pep and Klopp going at it, the battles, the tactical battles, the title race. It was just all brilliant, wasn't it? Let's be honest, we all missed that time. Now, obviously, Liverpool have got Arne Slot. City have got a Pep Guardiola who's kind of past it now. He's a little bit washed, if we're being honest. Still a phenomenal manager, but he's just not what he used to be back then. So both teams are not great at the moment. We've had a very underwhelming season, considering how much money we spent, where we expected ourselves to be. We're not where we want to be. We can say that we can say that freely. We're not where we want to be. Manchester City, on the other hand, on paper, it looks like they're having a good season. Last season, they were terrible. They had a very poor campaign. This season, they rebuilt, come back. Still not looking like that fluid City of old, especially when you look at the football they're playing. In the league, their position is pretty good. They're second in a semi-title race with Arsenal currently. But they're still not great. They're still not the City that we all know and what they can be. So they're not the same team either. So both of us are a shadow of the teams that we once were. Let's be honest. A shadow of the teams we once were. And the fact we're playing each other in the FA Cup feels very strange because usually this is a league game. This is a title decider on a Sunday afternoon at 4:30 at Anfield at the Etihad, where us two play each other. It's a title decider. This time around, an FA Cup tie. We have met them in the FA Cup once or twice before. We played them in the FA Cup in the 21-22 season in the semi-final where we beat them 3-2. We played them in the FA Cup in the 22-23 season where they knocked us out. So it's a game that, does come around in the FA Cup, but it's more known for what happens in the league and the title races, if we're being honest. So it's going to be an interesting tie. It's going to be an interesting game as well. And it'll be an interesting battle between both managers. I say that. I expect Pep Guardiola to completely dominate Arne Slot tactically because of who he is. But it remains to be seen, of course. This is not a tie that I wanted. In the FA Cup, this isn't a game that I would have wanted. When you look at who Arsenal got, for example, Southampton away, I would have bit your hand off at a game like that. The fact that we, in my opinion, have got the trickiest tie, and it's not even at home. If this was at Anfield, maybe it's a different game, and I feel differently about it. The fact we've got to go away to the Etihad, where our record is poor anyway, and in the FA Cup, when we're struggling, doesn't fill me with confidence. I have very little confidence going into the game, as you can tell from the way I'm speaking. But who knows? Who knows, man? My hope is that Liverpool the break did us some good. Because before the break, let's be honest, we were very hit and miss. Lost to Brighton, beat Galatasaray, drew against Tottenham, um, lost to Wolves, destroyed West Ham, beat Forest. Very hit and miss, man. Very, very hit and miss. And we got away with it because the quality of opposition we were playing were not great in some games. I'm hoping this break did us some good. We've got some injured players coming back. Isak is back. He won't be available for this game by the looks of it, unfortunately. However, he should be available for the game on Tuesday, which is good news. Frimpong, by the looks of it, people, the injury isn't as severe as we thought it was. I thought he'd be out for a while, but he is back in the squad. He was in training today, which is great to see. Do I think he'll start though? Remains to be seen. I'll give you guys my predicted 11 in a bit, but it'd be a bit crazy to risk him considering he had a knock for the Netherlands national team midweek. Alisson, unfortunately, it's been confirmed by Slot as well in this presser today that Ali's injury is a little bit too serious, so he most likely will not feature again this season. If he does, he might make an appearance in that final home game against Brentford. Other than that, I expect him to miss tomorrow's game. I expect him to miss the Paris Saint-Germain game. I expect him to miss the United game away, the Everton game away, the Chelsea game coming up. So I expect him out. I personally think he'll be gone for the rest of the season. I don't think Ali will feature again this year. I think we'll see him again next year. So Mohamed Arsfili again is going to have to step up between the sticks. I think he can. I think he has potential, but he's not Alisson yet, as we know. So he's going to have to step up, and hopefully he takes this opportunity well as well. Other than that, injury-wise, we're looking good apart from Ali. Most of our players are back and fit. And they look good for the international break, let's be honest. Wirtz was looking very good. Scored a great goal for Germany, was balling out. Virgil van Dijk looks solid for the Netherlands. You know what I'm saying? Our players look good for international break, so there's no reason why tomorrow they shouldn't be fired up and up for it. Like I said, we're now approaching the business end of the season, so the final 7 games. Our running is difficult, people. City tomorrow, Paris Saint-Germain, first leg away Tuesday, Fulham at home in the league, Paris Saint-Germain second leg, Merseyside derby away after that, first Merseyside derby at the Hill Dickinson ground, Palace away at home, a team we haven't beaten in a while, a bogey team for us, Manchester United away, who are playing well, Chelsea at home. That's going to be a mid-off. You can already tell it's going to be a biggest mid-off ever with how bad both of us are. Villa away, not an easy place. And then Brentford at home, final game will not be easy either. And then if we do advance in the Champions League by a miracle, we then have the semi-final of that. So it could be more fixture congestion coming up. And for me, it's a difficult running. So that's why I hope and pray we're in the right mindset now, that we switched on and we have a decent and positive end to the season. Because otherwise we're screwed. If we perform how we did before the break now, going into this running, we are in big trouble. You know what I'm saying? And we won't get top 5, which will be a disaster. So we have to switch on. We have to be up for these games and we have to get wins, ideally, because we need a top 5 finish. And as for the FA Cup, a trophy is a trophy, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's not ideal. It's not what we wanted at the beginning of the season. I had my eye on the Premier League and Champions League, as I'm sure a lot of you guys did as well. But circumstances have changed, and we're no longer in the Premier League title race. We're out of the cup. Well, City are the winners of the cup. We're still in the FA Cup, and we're still in the Champions League. And while we're still in there, we have an opportunity to win it. So I want to see us take the competition seriously. I think we will go strong. I don't think we can't not go strong against City because it's a big game. So I think we will go strong, and I want to win the competition. I want to win something. I want to look back at this horrible season and at least see something in the trophy cabinet at the end of it. That's just me. I don't know how you guys feel about it. As for City, they're coming into this game on a high. Before the break, they'd beaten Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final. Well, I said beaten. They dominated Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final, literally before the break. Absolutely swarmed all over them and became Carabao Cup winners of 2026. Pardon me. So this should ignite them now. This should ignite them in the FA Cup and in the league as well. So I'd imagine they're going to be up for it. And I can't imagine why they wouldn't go strong. Pep's got the taste of silverware again this season. He's won a trophy. I can see him eyeing the FA Cup up as well as another potential trophy that he can win. And in the Premier League, obviously the title race is still ongoing. So City, you're going to see this as an opportunity as well to win another trophy and get another one on the board. So that's why I think Pep will also go strong. And I think Slot will go strong as well for the same reason. We've got to step up. We really have to step up. In the break, we had the news of Mohamed Salah announcing he was going to leave Liverpool Football Club. I'm hoping that the boys will have a bounce now. We know Mo's going. Hopefully the boys look at it and think we want to send Mo off in the correct manner because he deserves it. Legend of the club. He deserves to be sent off in the correct manner with what he's done for us over the years. I love that man. And I'm sure the boys love him as well. So hopefully the break did us some good and hopefully mentally we look at it and we think, okay, this is a chance to send Mo off in the correct manner, as he should be with legendary status, which he already has, but we want to send him off with a trophy. Could you imagine Mohamed Salah leaving Liverpool within a trophyless season? I wouldn't like that. I want to see us win an FA Cup. If we win the Champions League, great, brilliant. But we have to win something to send the legend off in the way he deserves, in my opinion. Because it's only right. It's only right. Like I said in my live the other day, Gerrard didn't get the right send off. We had a 6-1 hiding against Stoke. Didn't win a trophy that year. Bobby didn't get the correct send off. Again, had a poor year that year. Didn't win a trophy. Didn't finish in the Champions League places. I don't like legends being sent off in the wrong manner. And I don't want us to do the same with Mo as well. So he needs to be sent off in the correct manner. So Liverpool, I'm hoping our players, the boys, have the correct mindset. And I'm hoping they also see it in a similar way that us fans do. We want to send Mo off on a high. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be an interesting game. And this could be a big week for Liverpool. We could potentially advance in the Champions League and the FA Cup. But this could be a big week as well, in the sense of we could be out of the FA Cup and we could also be out of the Champions League after that first leg away from home against Paris Saint-Germain. We have to be on it. Performances have to be on point. Can't perform how we did against Wolves or how we did against Brighton. We have to be on it, switched on, because these are tough games. Away at the Etihad and then away at the Parc des Princes back to back. Oh, that's tough. That is tough. So mentally, the lads have got to be switched on. Have to be switched on. But having said that, people, let's now get into my predicted 11 for the game. I think we'll go relatively strong. I did say we were going to go relatively strong, but I'm going to give you guys my starting 11 anyway. And of course, let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. So this is my team for tomorrow, people. As you can see, we see the big names on there. It's a relatively strong 11, as I expect the team and the manager to look. If I just run you through it as well. Obviously, Ali is out for the remainder of the season, most likely. So Mohamed Arsfali will play this game tomorrow. And he'll also likely play for the remainder of the season in goal as well. Like I said, this is an opportunity for him. You know, he complains that he doesn't get enough game time. He complains that he's a bit annoyed at being the understudy to Alisson. Well, now Alisson's out with an injury. We don't want him out. Of course, we love Ali, but he's out. And this now is an opportunity for Mohamed Arsfali to prove himself in goal. So let's see if he can do that tomorrow. Fingers crossed he can. Moving to the right back position. Frimpong, I don't think plays this game, purely because of the knock he picked up midweek against Holland. With Holland, sorry. I thought he was injured. Surprised to see him back in training and okay, which is a good sign. But the manager would be crazy to risk him in this game and then risk him actually getting an injury, because we're screwed then with no right back. So for this one, I think we go with Joe Gomez. Joe is reliable at centre-back. He's reliable at right-back. So I'm going to go with Joe Gomez at right-back for this game. Centre-back pairing, nothing to be said. It's going to be Virgil and Ibu, in my opinion. It has to be. We have to go strong at the back. The left-back position, again, I'll go with Milos Kerkez. But it could be Robbo. The manager could go with Robbo. Who knows? For me, I think the manager is going to want to go as strong as possible. And in his mind, going as strong as possible means picking Kerkez over Robbo, because he sees Kerkez as the better left back. Do I agree with it? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But I'm going to go with Kerkez. But don't be surprised if the team sheets come out tomorrow and Robbo's playing at left back. So that's the back four for me. Moving into the double pivot midfield, I've gone with Gravenberch and Maka. Gravenberch is a shoo-in. We know he'll play. I wouldn't personally play Maka. Like I said, I've been saying for a while this season, I don't think Maka's been up to the standard he was last season, the year before. He's been very below par. Don't know what's wrong with him. He shouldn't be playing, really. It should be Jones there. You could even put Szoboszlai back there and, play Szoboszlai and Gravenberch, or Jones and Gravenberch. Maka needs to be dropped, but Slotter's made it clear that he's one of his favourites and he won't drop him. So as much as we can disagree with it and not like it, the manager gets the final say, doesn't he? So I think it'll be Gravenberch and Maka next to each other again. Moving up top, off the right wing, none other than the Egyptian king, Mohamed Salah. I'm hoping that now, him having announced that he's leaving, we know he's off. I'm hoping that now, not only does it spur the team on to go and play for him and do well for him, I'm hoping it spurs him on as well. Because as we know, Mo's campaign this year hasn't been up to the standards of what he usually is. We know Mo's standards usually is tearing the Prem up, scoring goal after goal after goal. Hasn't done that this season. We know that, right? I'm hoping this now kicks him on, as well as the players wanting to send him off well. I'm hoping he himself wants to go out in the correct manner. I'm hoping his performances are back to where they need to be, and we can now finally start to see the old Mohamed Salah again at last. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But I've got no doubt he starts this game. In the 10, I've gone with Dominic Soboslai. I was gonna go with Wirtz, but then I thought, you know what, I don't see the manager doing putting Gakpo in. So Soboslai in the 10. I like it. At least he's playing in midfield. At least he's playing in an attacking position where he can impact the game and drive. It's better than shoehorning him at right back, in my opinion. In which apologies, people. StreamYard smeller right there just lagged me out again. Apologies, people. I'm very, very sorry that happened. But yeah, if I bring that up again, StreamYard, man, you absolute whatever. Just get this done quickly before it happens again. In the 10, like I said, Szoboszlai, what a player he's been. In my opinion, so much better when he's playing in the 10 and being able to impact the game rather than playing at right back or being shoehorned in at right back. So Szoboszlai in the 10. Off the left, I've gone with Wirtz. Looked great for Germany midweek. Balled out, scored a brilliant goal. Played so well. Hopefully he can replicate that and bring some of that magic to Liverpool. I don't want to see Gakpo off the left. For me, Wirtz's ideal position is in the 10. He can play off the left. Obviously, it's not his natural one, but for me, from what I've seen of Wirtz off the left, he is more impactful there, and he does give us something new rather than what Gakpo does. So I'm going to go with Wirtz off the left, but I wouldn't be surprised if Gakpo plays, put it like that. And up top, I've gone with Hugo Ekitike, man like Hugo. Isak, I don't know if he'll be on the bench for this game. I'm sure he'll be on the bench. I just don't think he'll be available for the game. So I think for now, we will see Ekitike still starting. And then maybe Isak gets eased back into the team as the weeks go on and the running gets closer to the running, should I say. But yeah, that's the team I've gone with, everyone. A relatively solid team. You know, that's relatively strong. There's no excuses, really, is there, to not put in a performance and get something. So yeah, having said that, let me just take that off the screen. My score prediction for the game, then, everyone. Ooh. Having said all of that, I still think Liverpool will lose. I think we'll crash out. I genuinely do. Unfortunately, I could be wrong. Who knows? I've got no issue if I'm wrong. I'll hold my hands up and say I was wrong. But I've got a feeling that I just feel like not much is going to change. The breaks that we've had this season, they've done nothing. The first break did nothing. We came back just as bad. Other one did nothing. Other one after that did nothing. The breaks just don't seem to have an impact on Liverpool this season. While our players look good on international duty, they come back to Liverpool and they look like complete strangers again. So I just don't see it changing, unfortunately. I'm just hoping that we can kind of wing our way through it and get some good results and wing our way to the top 5 finish. But who knows, man? I don't expect much to change, but I hope I'm wrong. I genuinely hope I'm wrong. I'm going to go with a City win, unfortunately. And I'm more than happy to be proven wrong tomorrow. More than happy. But I'm going to go with a 2-1 Manchester City victory. I think it'll be close. I don't think it'll be a battering or nothing, but I do think City might have too much for us, especially if we don't turn up and perform. If we don't turn up and perform, I think they'll win. So I'm going to go with 2-1 to them. But if we do turn up in the correct manner, there's no reason why we can't go to the Etihad and get the win and advance. But I just don't see much changing, unfortunately. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 loss, unfortunately, and a 2-1 victory to City. But let me know your score prediction down below, people. Let me know your thoughts and feelings ahead of the game as well in the comment section. How do you feel? Do you think Liverpool will be better now after this break? Do you think much will change? Do you think it will be the same? Let me know your score prediction as well. And let me know your starting 11 too. What team do you think the manager will go with? Having said that, people, I'm going to head off. I will be back tomorrow with a match with a watch long for the game. So stay tuned. We're doing a watch long for the game. After that, I'll be doing a match reaction to the game as well. Hopefully, it's a positive one, but who knows? So yeah, and then on Sunday I'll be doing the aftermath, going live, discussing the aftermath of the game, discussing what's next as well. So yeah, stay tuned, people. More content is yet to drop. But for now, appreciate everyone. Big up to you all. Make sure you drop a like on the way out. Make sure you sub to the channel. Make sure you turn notifications on as well. So you know whenever future content drops. And yeah, I'll speak to you guys soon. Liverpool Profit out. Peace.